Big Z Reviews. Blinded by the Light is a comedic drama that has slight tinges of musical, where all the music is from Bruce Springsteen. And, I took my mom to see it. She is like a gigantic Bruce Springsteen fan. And, I enjoyed it too. She loved it and I enjoyed it. It's a charming film that has some problems with it, but it is incredibly charming.
Writing isn't a job. I need you to do more.
Make a wish, beta.
Kiss a girl and get out of this dump.
Bruce is the direct line to all that's true in this shitty world.
Seriously, what does he know about our world?
So this was directed and written by Gurinder Chadha, and it's based on this a true story where it's in England in the 1987, and this Pakistani British citizen, he is kind of like, it's in the middle of like the recession and stuff's not going great there, but he's in, I don't know, like high school. I'm not sure, like they call it somewhere else, like uni. I don't know. And the new friend introduces him to the music of Bruce Springsteen, and he becomes like a giant Bruce Springsteen fan. And like he's like an aspiring writer, but his father doesn't want him to do writing. He doesn't believe writing is a job, so he wants him to go to school and become like a lawyer, or doctor, or something like that. And his father, I really like what they did with a lot of this stuff, because, Javed, played by Vivek Kara, he's the main character, and I really liked him. But, so many times in a movie where you have, the young kid, and you have the parents that don't agree with his dream, as a viewer, you, kind of hate the parents. And there are times when you really dislike the parents, but you understand them, and then they get, you see that they're complex characters, and I really like that, the complexity of them, that you could really feel for this father that has lost his job, that he's worked for decades because of the economy, and that now he don't know what to do, he's the head of the family, and he can't support his family. And, you really feel for him even while he's being a douchebag to his son. And it's such a well-crafted story in that way. And, all the actors, I think, are really good. And I liked, the music, of course, is really good. And, I liked how they incorporated it. But sometimes it's, the way they did it is a little slightly confusing. Just because, with diegetic and non-diegetic sound, and how, they have, some movies, especially musicals, there are things they have, they have a dance scene, and they have something that's obviously, a fantasy. And in this one, they don't quite merge the fantasy and the real quite right. Because at times, he'll be singing Bruce, and they'll, all the people in the crowd will start singing with him or dancing around. And some of the stuff seems small enough that it is real. And it's real, but then it turns into fantasy. And the area between real and fantasy is too narrow. It's not clear. The stuff that is real doesn't feel real. And stuff that's fantasy isn't fantasy enough. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I think they needed to do something else to show whether, this is real or whether this is just kind of in his head. And there's multiple scenes like that where it's this music, it's like a music video for Bruce Springsteen, starring a Pakistani kid instead. And they're nice scenes, and they're heartfelt scenes, but I think that they're a little confusing. But, the general story is, this guy he's a great writer, so parents don't want him to write, and he loves Bruce Springsteen, but it's speaking to him even though he's nothing like Bruce. And there's a lot of great stuff in here, and it's touching. It's really heartfelt. There's some sad stuff, and there's a lot of stuff, racism going on there, and the rise of like neo-Nazism, and that they hate the Pakis. I think the what they call them, they spray painting stuff, and how mean some of these people are being to them, and it's horrifying. And but it's really well. I mean, you really feel for them, and it's well portrayed and interesting. And I really liked everything they did with it. It's a little, it's at times it can be a little too much. It's a little like too on the nose. It's a little too corny. Like some of the things they do. But generally I did really enjoy it, and I would definitely recommend it. It's probably I'm getting it to a little late, but that just now finally came to my theater. But and I mean, it is a really touching film that I would recommend, especially if you're a Bruce Springsteen fan at all. If you like his music at all, like it adds to the movie. But if you didn't like the music, it probably really bring the movie down. But I'd probably give it like an 8.5, maybe an 8.75 out of 10. I would recommend it. But thanks for watching. Check out the replay from my head and subscribe to me, that Z over there. Thanks. This has been a Big Z movie review. Thanks for watching.